All right, well, let's get this
Anyway.
on the road, guys. If you're in chat, I know there's there's a lot of good homies. It's really cool that we do this when we can, right? I know we haven't been consistent, but we do see a lot of good friends from all different communities, guys. I'm here to crank my hog. Anyway, not gonna read the chat that much.
Oh my god, mosh
Um,
pit.
you may notice that this episode's gonna be a little different. We have a brown person as a guest. No, I'm just joking. No.
Jesus, way to get us. I feel like you actively try getting us canceled. Every
Yes,
time.
I kind of, but it's kind of
Yeah.
like hee hee ha ha.
You do.
No, we don't have Captain. We love Captain, but
It's hee
he's
hee ha ha until it's like we're
oopsies.
out.
Yeah.
Then it's like,
Um,
oh,
the
JK,
one that's
JK.
running her mouth right now is gonna be kind of. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Sin will
unreal.
be
That's true.
more of a guest co-host till Captain can pop back to the project. But right now it's myself and Sin kind of cooking. And today we have ErikSig 17 in the hot box, dude. And
it's nice to meet you guys, chat. I am one of the newer streamers here over on LS. Apart from Greg, I'm probably one of the more unhinged ones. It's always a good vibe though. I love all the people here that I've met on LS. We got a good crew.
Yeah. Why did you decide like joining a stream team? Because I know you and I have known each other for a while. You were cooking a lot, and you've still been cooking, right? You've been doing a lot of fun events here on Kick. But did you have any maybe disdain about stream teams? Did you have any experience? Because I remember you used to stream on Twitch, right? So
I've never been a person to want to be part of like a org or anything. I just like hanging out with my boys, but I feel like the people that you guys have over here on LurkerSquad, it's a lot of love, a lot of support. Everyone's cool, especially Fluff. Dude, I love Fluff. Like, especially hanging out with him at Top Golf. Just shows you what kind of genuine dude Fluff is.
Yeah.
Funny. Hanging out with Denny, hanging out with you, hanging out with Cap at DreamHack, hanging out with Ronan.
We had Sin there too for a little bit. She was just on the wall, just kind of staring at each other.
We tried to talk to her, she didn't respond to us. Kind of Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm a little bougie.
No, but yeah,
cool. You have to have certain credibility to talk to me, actually. So.
No, but I've never been the guy to join like stuff like this. But I mean, why not take the chance? I see you guys are doing great things. I like supporting, showing love. So I'm here to help you guys grow as well, and like you guys help me. It's
yeah. Well, and so it kind of teeters on the whole what the word be the negative connotation of a stream team, right? Like, oh, support for support. That's what people think of it instantly, right? And I think as streamers, you get kind of a knee-jerk reaction to it.
Dude, I know a lot of stream teams where the people in the team don't even pop into each other's streams. They don't even like raid each other, show love to each other. I'm like, what the heck? What's the point of being on a team together?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of that in your guys' streams. Like I see a lot of people, like you guys love sharing the community. That's one thing I love about you guys. Sharing the community. A lot of people like to gatekeep their community, but you guys don't. That's one thing I love.
Yeah. And you can kind of see in the chat right now that all these mixed communities are. I don't even know what's going on in chat. Since just trying to hold a laugh right now.
I'm waiting for my cues to like talk because I'm here as like the backup or whatever.
No,
and I have a tendency to yap, so I've been watching chat and I just saw some insane commentary.
I'd say go for it because not only that we're introducing Eric, you're a new LS member, and we're kind of switching it up on episode 17. Sin, what's your backstory? What makes you tick? Why did you?
Me?
yeah.
This
isn't a bit.
Oh, it's not a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, because my instant. I mean, I think you know where I was going to go with that of what makes me tick.
Yeah.
Come on, Sid, we want to hear your
It's
part.
bothering me so bad that my camera is on the other side, and so when I'm looking at you, talking to you, it looks like I'm looking at chat.
Yeah, this episode's cooked, chap. This episode's cooked, dude.
I'm sorry.
Should I
No,
just
it's
pull out
okay.
should I just grab a beer right now? It's kind of over.
I say grab a beer. This is gonna be a good
Okay.
episode.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I
Fine.
No, grab your beer.
wait, no,
Hey,
Oh,
Okay,
God.
there you go. All right.
Oh, this is
dude,
unreal.
I'm not.
This is
I'm not
this is
drinking-
an
I'm
You're
not
not
drinking
drinking?
at 10 a.m.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The only
Man,
person I know
Lurker.
that drinks at 10 a.m. is this guy named GoodVibesGreg.
Yeah, that guy's kind of an
Yeah.
asshole. No,
I
go for
have
it,
nothing
Sin.
but
Sorry.
nice things to say about Good Vibes, Greg.
No. No, go for it though, Sin. Like,
I'm
I
trying to
guess.
be professional here.
I mean, she's now part of Ella's staff. Because
Yeah,
I think last
that's
time
true.
we just had you, right? Like you popped in about a
last
month,
time,
2 months. It was
Uh,
captain.
No, it's been a few months. It was back in April. Because
Oh.
or not April. Was it before? I think it was before Loot Fest.
It was. I
Yeah,
remember
it
because
was
you
January,
had me.
Greg.
Yeah.
Yes, it was January. It was January because I came on the
Wow.
LS. It was a day like today where we were doing the LS podcast first.
Mm-hmm.
Took a few hours as a break, and then we hopped in and we did Sundays with Sin.
Yeah.
And you were my guest on Sundays with Sin. And when we did that, I don't even know
Wow.
if I was a part of the stream team yet.
No, you weren't because
I don't
think
think I
Captain
have been a part of it yet.
we wanted you to just pop on, and I was like, oh, this would be a good
Yeah.
opportunity to have like a podcast collaboration.
Yeah, we
like
were just exchanging podcasts at that
Yeah.
time because we had
Dang.
set it up in December when I was driving back from Atlanta. We were in like a freaking 2-hour Discord call, me, you, and Fluff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You were yeah. Wow. Time
Mhm.
flies.
Yeah, it's been 6 months since our podcast. So last time I was on the LS podcast was 6 months ago.
That's crazy. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, like
Yeah.
from that time to now, and now that you're Ella's staff, you're taking over a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you feeling? How are you feeling on just LS and just the streaming space?
I think my favorite part about LS is that when one of us gets creative and we get the courage to go ahead and talk into the staff or the team chat, it's like a domino effect
Mhm.
where one person may be creative about something and then all of a sudden we're all spitballing all these ideas. And so over the last few weeks, we have been growing insanely where I've been posting more on social media because that's where I took over as LS staff. Denny has been posting out designs. We've been doing community game nights. We've recruited a couple new team members since then. It has been, we've had a lot of people join the Discord. We've had people come into the streams. It has just been overall like boosted morale where it's like, I feel like I can speak comfortably for people who've been partaking in the community game nights. Is like, we're all looking forward to the next Friday night.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're doing. Like we're all looking forward to the next Friday night. I mean, I had so much fun, even though it was a fucking fever dream playing Pico Park with you and Bill
That was
and
pretty cool.
Toast. Okay. And I'm calling those two out specifically because I wanted to hurt them.
I think those were
but-
the first two to rage quit. Or not rage quit, but like, I can't, dude. I'm too anxious. I can't. Everyone's
No,
chaotic.
we had to kick them out. Well, we didn't kick them out, but it was like right
It was
when we were
implied.
getting ready to be like, listen,
was
like
implied.
you fucking you pull your head out of your ass or we're booting you from the game. And then like the next round they're just like, okay, I'm out, one by one. And
Just wait till you play Chain together with them.
I have decided actually, as much as I
Mm.
want to play Chain together, I don't think I'm going to play Chain together with Greg.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that would be good content.
It would be good
It would
content,
be good
and then we
but-
both would have a very, very high bill with our therapist the next day.
Yeah. My therapist being a 24 pack of Modelo, but
True.
exactly.
Oh, okay. I meant like, okay, so all right, yeah, no, that's fine.
It'd be kind of
okay.
funny though. It'd be kind of good content though for an
Dude,
LS.
LurkerSquad Chain together would be.
I
content.
would definitely be down for Chain together. I mean, talk about a team building exercise. Cause that's essentially what our game nights are. They are team
Yeah.
building.
They are.
We go through a lot where like, you have so many different people and different personalities, all together playing these multiplayer games where you have to literally work together as a team or in Among Us sense, you have to like manipulate your team members.
My anxiety was so high up. I was like, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
I almost pulled a wellness check like immediately because I was just like, Greg, are you
I've
good?
I've never heard Greg yell so much at a game. Well,
In
not at a
in
game,
Among Us or
people
chained together?
at
Yeah,
chain
people. Yeah.
together.
Among Us brings something bad in me because I had an interesting friend group. They were a lot of theater kids, and we would play Among Us, and we would like feed into each other, and so I relapsed to that. A lot of just stinky vibes. Anyway, it's a good time though. LS is I love the community nights and really just to piggyback on what Sen said and what really motivates me and to your point, Sen, when you tweet something out, I'm like, oh dude, we need more stuff to tweet out, and that inspires me to go do another like weekly video or Fluff saying like, hey, I really like what you do, and I'm like, oh dude, let me make another one because we probably have clips somewhere.
Your weekly videos are such a joy. I just want to go on the record and say that live while everyone is here to bear witness that I am nice to you sometimes. I genuinely look forward to your weekly updates and I cannot wait for this next one. The only complaint that I have really about it, and I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
I didn't get a single fucking clip in
for last week
highlight video. Yeah. Not a single one.
I go through people's clip channels.
It could be fair. It could be because I didn't stream.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
But regardless.
But we had Eric and I know we had Amp. We had myself, obviously. I try not to.
Seeing others get highlighted too, though, because I feel like it was starting to be kind of the same people. And then like I found there was one video where I had like 3 or 4 clips of mine that were entered in. And I get that there's a lot of moments like where my chat goes ahead and trolls the fuck out of me and it's hilarious and everybody gets a good joke out of it. For reference, you have a clip for the next one where I measured my forehead and it's just bad.
Oh, beautiful. I didn't know that was a clip. I just saw an image. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
But it was cool seeing more as we're getting into this, we're getting more people highlighted into the clips because all of us are, and it's not even just us as the creators, our community members though really deserve the shout out for it.
Yeah.
Because while we have some community members that kind of, we're all like they're intermingled, where like some of your community members may come into my chat or come into Eric's chat or whatever the case is, we all have our individual ones too, where it's like this is like if you see a name, you're like, okay, that's Sinn's people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, if it weren't for our community members clipping those moments for us, sometimes I found clips that I didn't even know people had clipped these things of me, and they're fucking hilarious. And if we didn't have them to do that and catch those raw, authentic moments for us, we wouldn't have any fucking content at all.
Yeah.
So it's really within our communities that are doing it for us.
Because it's not only our own brands, but it's like all together we have made one big brand. So for all the communities to be with each other, that's just a W community.
I do love that.
Shout out to all the community, dude. We've like Red said right there. LS is a prime example of a positive content creator community. Dude, he's fucking spitting.
Yeah, we've kind of inspired people, and I'm really glad that Red has, been a fan of LS. I know Skrilla was a fan for LS, and I thought great pick as well because she DM'd me about maybe 2 weeks ago, like, how do I get into LS? What is LS? You guys are doing cool stuff. And so after a year of Fluff and Denny getting together, it's really grown. I think we could be proud of ourselves. It's almost been a year, if I'm not mistaken. But
the next thing that I'm working on for the Twitter page is like I have it set up where I'm getting each, stream team members like notifications on. I think I have everyone now. But I'm not even reposting just when you're posting about going live or when you tag me, because that was like the original part of it. Now I'm sitting there retweeting like if you have something funny that you did out, or like when Denny tweets out like his posters, I'm retweeting those for him. And like if Greg, you had something recently that I retweeted for you too, or like Ampy's birthday had just passed, right?
Oh yeah.
And Ampy didn't tag LS in it, but I saw it and I gave a shout out to Ampy on his birthday because I want our members to also see like you know, yes, I'm a member. Yes, I'm a stream team member. I'm staff though, and I pay attention to your stuff. I don't want to highlight your things. I want to make you feel important because you are. Because if it weren't for our stream team members and their communities, like we LS wouldn't be doing the things that we're doing now. And we're only like we're still started. You know what I mean? Like we're not even close to the climax.
Man, you had to pick that word, huh?
I did just for you actually.
I was waiting for Greg to say.
Says the guy who's wearing his Amaranth hat on.
Dude,
it's a good hat.
It's funny. One of my friends pointed me out the other day. He's like, dude, I was watching a DreamHack video. He's like, dude, I caught you in 4K. He said, I saw you going up to Amaranth to get his signature.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was like, dude, I had to take my chance. You know how much I could sell this hat for one day, maybe?
Yeah, I got to give mine to Dave soon. Sizzle.
Oh, he won it?
Yeah, he did.
I love Sizzle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good win. But let's go into you, Eric, right? Because you're our guest. You're not going to be here all the time, but you know, you made the change from Twitch to Kick. You've seen some good things about Kick. You went over. You met Andrew. I saw you. You're like, hey, I need a photo with Andrew, and you know, you got to hang out. And so Kick has really given you some good stuff, man. And I think this is a good talking point because I personally have not talked about this with my community, maybe to a little degree. But when things happen on either Kick or Twitch or YouTube or whatever, my community members will, hey, share that news to me, and then we'll continue streaming, right? Yeah. So, you know, with Kick, there was this article of some allegations towards the corporate management. And I'm sure I think you were the one, you know, to tell me the video. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, right? You know, it looks like there's a lot of some internal HR, some mishandling, some really bad stuff in corporate culture. And that's in gaming, media, streaming, everything. But how did you feel, right? Like, how did you feel at first? Like, did you want to keep streaming? Like, what? There was a lot of things, a lot of thoughts on Twitter, obviously, which is kind of like a weird gauge, but.
Like, for me, I feel like it doesn't really affect me. Like, dude, I'm just in my own lane. Like, I'm just doing my thing. If it's not affecting me, dude, I'm not gonna give it any attention. Like, I'm just focused on me and all, like, my boys. As long as we're all doing well, it's not affecting us, dude. Who cares? Just keep going. Like, I feel like just going into it is just like wasting your time. Like, what can we do about it? Like, we can't do anything about it. Yeah. That's like every company has problems. It's just that not every problem gets thrown onto like the internet, you know. But every company has some shit going on in the background. Like, it's not affecting me. I'm not gonna give it any light. I'm gonna just keep doing me. Like, why am I gonna go into that shit? Like, I can't change anything about it, you know. Yeah. You're just kind of you're the creator, right, on the platform. Yeah, I'm just here to entertain like my community, you know. I'm not here to like fix problems.
Can I interject on that?
Yeah, go for it.
I just want to make a comment. So I do like the way that your mindset is on that. What I had given advice to earlier this week when things started going around, and you're always going to see some crazy dramatic story on Twitter because that's essentially what feeds that beast. That's all it ever really gets seen, or people get attention because they're nosy. What I had told people, I was like, before you sit there and just make these decisions, because people are jumping left and right and they're too focused on things that have nothing to do with them, like you said.
Yeah.
I was like, talk to your community though. Like, why pay attention to somebody on Twitter who's never even watched a second of your content or spent a second in your channel and base a decision off of their opinions on something, like you're seeking their approval, or like a virtue signal of like, oh, hey, I did something. I stood up. I followed your suit. Like, like, talk to your community, your moderators, your VIPs, your gifters, your viewers, and get their opinions on things. And if you were to even decide to do anything, like, go from there with their opinion. And ultimately, it just falls down to what works best for you. I think a lot of people forget that.
And it's like, to me, I know a lot of people are preying on Kick's downfall. So they're trying to find any little thing to bring the website down. Yeah. So it's like any little thing that goes down with Kick. It's because, I'm not gonna lie, Twitch has so many dick riders. Like, I don't know why.
You see it on Twitch too, though. You see, like, when something goes wrong with Twitch, they're tweeting about it too.
Yeah, but
It's the
The
same thing
heat,
because
the
people just
heat.
want other platforms to just fall
Yeah,
because they're such hardcore for it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Well,
But
it's just, but they
it's like to
really
me,
resonate
yeah.
on the kick ones.
it's
They
like to me,
really resonate on.
I don't really care about Twitch, like, dude. Like, I don't care about like that whole war between it. Like, I'm just here to do my thing. Like, why the hell like,
Exactly.
why are you over here trying
Yeah.
to bring down another streaming site that's a competitor? You know, competition makes it grow. You know, why are you trying to kill it?
Yeah.
Something that I've seen that Kick has really done, and this is to very powerful content creators, and I would argue that Sin is a powerful content creator. Eric, you're a powerful content creator, and the reason why is because the culture here on Kick is way stronger than I've seen it on Twitch. Individuals on Twitch, they're afraid of change. And I was afraid of change at one point, and then I wasn't. Moved to
Yeah.
Kick and became a stronger content creator. But and again, I'm not trying to make this a bad side. I think there's some good content creators on Twitch, but I think a lot of them have gotten lazy.
Yeah,
And the reason why is because, okay, cool, Twitch has now owned that streaming space, that number one platform. It's easy to take the gas off the brakes. It's easy to now just roast other platforms because you've already, made a community and you live in
Mhm.
this mindset, right, of the platform. But on the
Yeah.
Kick side, you want to see Kick succeed. And as a creator, you're like, how do I bring more people here on the platform? Because
dude, that's
ultimately, the 95-5 split it's insane, right? Like you
Mhm.
monetize your labor. So I've seen Kick creators now, work with like Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Like we're all kind of diverse. Like we all are trying to grow our brands in all different ways, and I don't see that a lot on Twitch, at least on a
dude,
smaller streamer scale. You know.
that's one thing about me. Like, if you notice, like, I love doing a lot of like tournaments, events.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just love bringing people together, having a good time, which is one thing that I would like to do with Lurker Squad. Like, throw like one monthly event with Lurker Squad. Like just bring people together, have fun,
Yeah.
have a good time. I know you guys
Mhm.
have the Friday nights, but I would like to do something where it's a tournament where we just get like 30 people together. Have a good time. Just bring more people, more traction.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me that you've noticed, right, Greg? Like, I love doing tournaments. I just love having a good time.
You like
But
drinking and shoutcasting.
oh,
I know
dude, I
you do.
love drinking, shoutcasting. That's why I feel like me and you got along well.
Yeah. When I saw you first, and this is my first impression from Eric, right? I saw him post a lot on Twitter. And at the time, Eric, I was trying to like kind of host my own tournaments, right? Like bringing the
Yeah,
TikTok crowd and YouTube crowd into Kick and like, just do some fun stuff. And I was like, oh, Eric's already doing it. Perfect. And he hit up Andrew and has like a cool prize pool and some, I think that you were giving away Kick merch too. So that was really cool
yeah.
too. And the first impression was him shoutcasting and him just drinking a shot after a shot after a shot. And you had your buddies in VC too, and they were like, they reminded me of my friends, who may not be used to streaming, but they didn't really have a filter. And
Oh yeah,
I was like, man, this guy's kind of funny, like, and
dude. By
yeah,
that
yeah.
final of that tournament, I was gone. I was literally in my chair just like this. I was like, guys, you guys take over. I was just like this.
No, I
Dude,
thought it
that
was a
shit,
good
it was
time though.
funny.
I think you bring in good times, and that's why I really wanted you part of LS too. I think it'd be cool having a monthly tournament, or I don't know what we could play. I was thinking like maybe Fall Guys or something. Something
Yeah,
that's
dude. Like, since the day I met you, I knew you were a good ass, like, good, genuine guy. Because you could tell if you were watching the tournament. I knew
Oh
you were
God,
about
he
to do your.
deceived you.
I knew you were about to do your
wait. What's in? Sorry.
your subathon.
No,
Okay. All right.
you'll hear it later when you go back to edit this.
Okay. All right.
No, but you were about to do your subathon and everything. I was gassing you up that entire tournament because I knew I had over like 100 something viewers. I was like, chat. Here's my boy GoodVibesGreg. He's about to go up next. Make sure you guys go check him out. Give him a follow, dude. I was shouting you out like
I really
crazy.
appreciate that. And you didn't have to. You really didn't have to at all. I don't ever expect anything like that in this space. Because I think the streaming space. I don't know if I'm right on this, but sometimes I think like expecting less is okay, because if you expect the craziest thing in the streaming space, it'll lead to burnout, so for you to
Mhm.
do that was really nice. Again,
Yeah,
was
dude.
you were just kind of looking out for people, and I was like, that's thanks, man. So
Yeah, that's like one thing about me. I'm a good person until someone does some like shady stuff. Like
yeah,
once someone's dead to me, I'll literally cut you out. Like that's it. I will never talk to you again. Like I'm a good person to have on your side, I would say. Like
yeah.
I'll help you out all the way until you like backstab me. That's it. Like it's over. No, I don't give second chances like ever.
Has that
But
ever happened to you on in the
that
space or maybe in real life? Like,
not in real life. It did
okay,
happen with like a friend that I had, like one of my best friends that I had for years. Like it happened.
oh,
Yeah,
you want to go
but
into that, or is that a little too
nah,
touchy?
nah, I'd rather
Oh,
not.
okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, but um, streaming wise, I would say it hasn't happened yet, which is probably why you see a lot of trust in me because I haven't had that backstab moment yet.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of newer to all this. Like I was on Twitch for a while, but I wouldn't stream consistently. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I did stream, it was when COVID shut down the whole world, and I was just playing Valorant because Valorant had just come out. But I wasn't really getting much out of it. Like I would get like max 4 or 5 viewers, you know.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like I was doing it for like a good couple months. I was like, dude, I'm not getting nothing out of this. So then that's when I saw Kick come out, and like I saw all my friends like they all switched over to Kick. I'm like, dude, they're doing pretty well, you know. I gave it a try. It was kind of slow. Then I kind of gave it a little break. Then December of last year is when I actually got consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was around like 100 followers. I was affiliated already. I was just like doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Then January hits. I do a little tournament with one of my friends. That thing pops off. Kick actually like started liking my stuff, like freaking retweeting it. And I was like, dude, this is like dope. Like this never happened to me over on Twitch. Like they
Yeah.
never even looked at my profile on Twitter or nothing. So I did that first tournament. Then a week after that tournament, I get picked for kick picks. Dude, I'm just playing Rocket League, dude, and I see a
Oh, that's
hundred
so
gifted.
cool.
Dude, I see it says 100 gifted from kick team, and dude, I just started going like crazy. I'm like, what the heck just happened, you know?
I saw that.
Yeah, dude, that and
That's
once
pretty
once
cool.
that once that happened, I was like, dude, kick is the move. Like,
Yeah.
I should have started here like when it dropped because I started a year after kick came out. Then I was like, I should have started like right when it came out, but
It kind of snowballed, huh? Like after a little bit of that tournament, then kick picks, and then you've kind of
yeah.
just kept
So
going with the.
after the kick pick stuff, I was like around 300 followers, and that was around March.
Mhm.
From March till now, I'm already about to hit 800 followers, which is crazy.
That's
That
Like,
is
awesome.
crazy.
yeah, because I literally in January I put out a tweet with like my goals.
Hmm.
My one goal for this year for Kick was to hit 500 followers, and I was at like 200 and something when I put it out. And it's crazy that I'm already at 800 almost. I've already surpassed that goal,
That's
which
sick,
is
dude.
insane. Yeah, but I
Especially
just
for
want
a
to.
newer site too, right? Like you think
Yeah,
it
yeah,
might be hard to get followers, and especially if you're gaming, right? Because right now, sometimes gaming's not the
yeah.
move, right? But that's awesome growth.
Yeah, dude, it's insane what how much support Kick shows me because like I've never actually had direct contact with like a staff member like I do with Kick. Like I could literally just DM someone on Twitter. They'll reply to me,
Hmm.
they'll take care of it. Yeah, dude, it's insane.
That's sick.
But I don't know. I don't think I would ever see myself going back to the other platform, you know?
Well, when you've already established yourself,
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
platform, it doesn't really make sense to go and move elsewhere. I've contemplated sitting here at least doing like a stream or two, over on different platforms and stuff, but my main platform has been Kick for literally a year today actually.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Um
Congrats, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
congrats,
Yeah.
dude.
thank you.
You
Yeah,
get
a
a
year
round
ago
of
today was
applause.
my a year ago today was my first stream on Kick. And like it was right after that stream, I was like, okay, I'm switching over. And I did the whole thing where like I talked to my mods, I talked to my viewers and stuff, like my community members in Discord. We had like 3 meetings back to back, like during the week, and it was just like, you know, hey, here's what I'm thinking. This is how the stream went. How do you guys feel? How is the interface of the website as a viewer? And got their feedback on it, and we thought it was a better overall. The decision was because my community members were like, I feel better gifting you subs over there knowing that you're keeping almost every single penny that I'm spending. And that was a big selling point for a lot of my community members. They felt better knowing that, like, hey, when I spend $25 on 5 gifted subs, you're getting like 95% of that, literally. So
Uh,
I really want to drill that into people's like heads when and especially to the Twitch community, right? Like you have people, and if you made this like a career or a full-time gig, or you want to aspire that, I think it's really good to think of who is supporting you. And
yeah,
you know, when people, if you ever make the change, like honestly, one of the reasons why it made sense to me, not only that I had to kind of like maybe reset my community, but also like some of my really just good supporters would still support me, but they would spend less because they know my situation, right? I'm pretty apparent. I was in like a 1-bedroom apartment. I had a full-time job, but it was like 1,800 to live where I was at, right? So it was insane. It was insane where I was at. And people knew that, so they really helped me through that time. And when I moved to Kick, they didn't really have to support me in such a crazy caliber like they were on Twitch. On Kick, they were like, "Oh, cool. All this money is now going to you. I don't really have to. I can support whenever I want to, right?" Like it was a little bit more less. So I really appreciate Kick as well to that as well. It's very consumer friendly when you support a streamer. So
absolutely. I think the other thing too is like I don't bash people who are comfortable with the platform that they're on, whether it be Twitch or YouTube or Kick. And the reason why I look at it kind of how you look at people as iPhone, Android users, right? The reason why people like myself, like I'm not going to switch from an iPhone is because that is my entire ecosystem. I have every Mac product, right? And everything's all integrated together between me and Negan, our kids, all my stuff, our work.
yeah,
Like that's my ecosystem. And we are creatures of habit and comfort. And people who are well adjusted into a platform that is a habit and comfort for them. So it's a very difficult thing to just take a leap of faith and just up and leave, especially if you're already established. I have a buddy who streams on Twitch that has contemplated coming to Kick, has done a few streams on Kick, but overall, the difficulty of how established his community is to bring it on over to Kick is so difficult for him. And the other thing too is like one of his main games he plays is a game that doesn't really get traction over here on Kick. It's MLB The Show.
yeah.
So it's like I understand it. I don't bash them for it, you know what I mean? But I feel like other people are really quick to go ahead and bash it. And they're just like, oh, fuck you if you choose this platform, fuck you if you choose that platform. And it's like, dude, can't you just like, I don't know,
so the one
mind your
thing,
business?
Yeah, that's
the
true.
one thing about how you said the game he plays gets no traction, that's kind of how Rocket League is here on Kick. But
Yeah.
that's one thing that we're trying to do with the Rocket League community that we're building is, try to build up Rocket League over
Yeah.
here.
But you have enough
So,
people
yeah,
to
because you
build
know
it
how,
and continuously gain
yeah,
traction and attention
Yeah.
with it.
it's like, because like, say you build up a game that's nothing to
Mm-hmm.
something on the platform, you know how good that would feel knowing that you were part of that, like making this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
I fully think he could do it. He just needs to have the other people that are willing to play the game too,
Yeah.
but it's a dog water game to begin with. So,
From what I hear, yeah,
and
it's absolute
everybody who
ass.
plays it is super depressed in their lives. So,
Oh, that's Rocket League.
True.
fair, actually fair. I've seen you
Uh,
play Rocket League. I understand.
the main reason why I'm really taking Rocket League and trying to build it though is because I literally got the DM from Santa Maria himself saying Rocket League is something you can definitely take and start to own.
Yeah.
When he sent me that, that's motivation,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From the boss
Yeah,
himself,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think you guys know what I do, but like it's funny that we're
I
talking
don't
about.
think any of us know actually what you
Okay.
do, but
Cool.
continue.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so
Sorry.
I really do enjoy Rocket League, and Rocket League is something that you can grow. It's something that you can invite your community to play with you or whatnot. And every morning since January, I've been going on TikTok, YouTube, and trying to bring people over to Kick. And we've gotten Jackpot and Queen to come by. We've gotten a couple other people to come by. And we're talking all this Twitch talk. It's funny, I'm actually restarting my Twitch channel in the mornings. it has not seen success for the last 2 days because of ads and everything. But I truly do believe that if you really want to build a category and invite your community to come back, you know, relying on Kick is great, but I think there's other ways to also keep growing. And it depends on how fast you want it to grow. It depends on a whole bunch of stuff. I think it's person to person, but you know, I truly think that Rocket League can be a really cool thing here on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why we're building up that KRL, dude. We got it. I
Yeah.
believe in us. We got a good group of people.
Yeah. Good homies, man.
Yeah.
I did want to touch a subject because you were talking, you know, your journey here on Kick, and you had a couple friends, and he followed me not too long ago, but I know you, and I don't really know much about this, right? But Las Vegas Inferno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you
So,
know about that? What is that?
so Las Vegas Inferno, they're like a gaming org. They're like the official esports org of Las Vegas.
Okay.
They're actually one of the first teams to switch over here to Kick, like, and officially sign with them. But
That's
they're
huge.
a good, yeah, they're a good group of people. They got good vibes. I know, who was it? Tamer.
Tamer, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Tamer's a good ass dude, man. He has good vibes. He's a good person.
I hope
He's
to
a
meet
good
him at Evo, because I met him through Andrew's chat and they were talking about Evo, and I was like, oh, cool, dude. Like, I'll be at
yeah,
Evo, and that's when I followed
not for
him, but I didn't know he knew you or Red. That was
oh
funny.
yeah, dude. Me and Red were like his mods for a bit.
No way. Okay.
Well, I'm still one of his mods, but I come in here once in a while, chat with him,
Yeah,
you know. Uh he's
that's
a good dude.
that's awesome. And so did you
Yeah.
meet him on Kick, or did you meet him on Twitch, or
So
maybe like a
I met
mutual friend?
so I know the owner of the team. Like I met him in Valorant when COVID shut down the world. Like we met in Valorant, we were talking shit to each other in the game.
Oh,
And you know
cool.
how, like when two guys you just start talking shit, you become friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I met him when he was barely starting up the team, like when the team was nothing, you know. He
Mm-hmm.
was just a guy streaming off his laptop. We became homies. I helped him like build his first ever PC. Like then he started building up this team called Las Vegas Inferno. And like not like that was what, like 3 years ago, like around there. And it's crazy to see like where they are now to where they are right now. It's like they've grown a lot. They've got a good team of people. But it's like I told you before, like I'm not really a big person into joining like teams and stuff. So
Yeah.
I've never really tried to. I'd rather just be a homie, like support.
Yeah. Have you been to one of
Yeah.
their events or anything,
So
or?
I met all of them in January actually of this year. They
Mm-hmm.
had a they had a thing sponsored by Kick called LVI Community Day. They had like $1,000 Warzone tournament,
Oh, sick.
and I think I met the whole team there except the ones that live like on the East Coast. They're a good group of people. They're vibes, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so far, uh, well, I don't really remember most of that trip. I'm not gonna lie, because it was Vegas, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
I was
haven't gone to Vegas yet. I plan on going for my dirty 30. Me and Dubs Music are actually doing like a conjoined birthday party because we both turn 30 next year. So we're going to
Oh.
Vegas for the first time.
Oh, I love that.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So
Vegas is a good time.
that's actually where I first met Red too, like in person in Vegas during that event.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that whole trip, Vegas is a good time. I feel like we
So
should all.
you met Red at in January
So
this year?
I've known Red like through chat
Okay.
for like a good 2 years, I would say. But I actually finally met him in person in January. But Red's a good guy to hang out with. I'm sure you've seen like a lot of, well, you
Yeah.
watch the streams with Red.
Yeah.
Red's a good guy.
A little goofy.
Yeah, especially last night, dude. I don't know what happened yesterday on your guys' stream.
What happened?
Uh, Apex, you
Oh,
know.
Apex? Oh yeah. I mean, I think I blacked out. I had fun, but I blacked out.
Dude, it's a good time.
That's cool though. I'm glad I'm glad to know that like well, I think that means a lot to me, right? Like you're not too much into teams, but you decided to join up over here, at least to be affiliated, right?
Yeah, like
Being a stream team member, and you know you want to see something grow.
so. What's funny about it is I never even like bothered to ask you guys about joining the team. What like what like made me want to join was you guys brought it to me when we were at DreamHack. You're like, dude, we actually like been thinking about getting you on the team. Like you guys like hinted at it to me, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of goofing with
I was
Fluff. I was like, wouldn't it be fun
yeah.
if we just could like interview like Eric like right on the spot? But I know Fluff was doing some things, we were doing things, so.
Yeah. So it's like
Me and
it's kind
Greg
of
both planned doing podcasts on both events,
Mm-hmm.
and we failed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
wait. Nah, but when you guys brought it up to me, I was like, this will be a kind of cool idea. Like, I even hit up Red. I talked to Red about it. I'm like, dude, like, they're over here joking to me about like joining LS. He's like, dude, do it. Like in all caps, he's like, do it. So I was like, yeah. I mean, I have a good relationship with all of you guys on LS. I would say it's like we got a good friendship. So that's why I kind of was like, you know what, I'll do it. Like, I feel like this will be good for like my streaming career, joining a
Mm-hmm.
group of good people. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
And I think we all bring kind of a different outlook of streaming too. And I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into other stream teams here on Kick and others just because I'm so focused here on LS. But we have a lot of good individuals on the stream team and staff that have all different ways of assets and ways to like kind of remotivate people. So I think honestly, it's a very powerful stream team here, and I just gotta say thank you to LS and everybody who does it. Like I know, seen Snap, he's like so in tune with like OBS and plugins and everything like that. Sin just inspires me to do more social media tactics and stuff like that too. So I don't know.
Aw.
Yeah. And if you ever
I
need
think we
anyone
all
to
inspire each other though. Like I
Yeah.
said from the start, like we all bounce off our ideas. Like we bounce our ideas off of each other. It's like the second that someone gets motivated about something, we're all just like boom, 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 boom. Like
Yeah.
Hugs, for instance, got super inspired with all of us just sitting there throwing ideas where Hugs was like, hey, community game night every Friday. Here's the time, here are the
Mm-hmm.
games. And like just took over that to where like Hugs is like the sole responsible person of like getting the community game nights together. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
putting a lot of effort to that. So I think it just really it's probably my favorite part of LS, honestly. I do want to say too a comment that Eric had made earlier in the beginning about, saying that his, love or wanting to join LS or, his goal is to also help LS grow as a community. And I really just want to commend you for that because we've actually had people that have been a part at the early stages, whenever I had joined or it was before I had joined, but they were still there. And we realized that they were hoping to get things out of LS without putting things into it. They were just
yeah.
hoping that they joined a stream team, they can just get whatever they want, or that's going to be their growth. And the fact that you have the mindset that the rest of us stream team members have is that we're getting as much from it as we're putting into this. Like we're working together literally as a team to build this community up. And I think that's awesome that you also think that way about it. So
Yeah.
I
And
think you're a good
Yeah.
fit.
another thing that I told Fluff about too is like I want to help the team get like sponsors, Like
Yeah.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
we got a little something in the works, but I want to help
That's
the
awesome.
team get like sponsors. Like one thing I told him about, imagine like a custom sponsorship, like a controller. I know we
That'd
got
be
a lot
cool.
of controller gamers. I want to try to
Yeah.
want to try to see if I could get Alessa like a controller sponsorship. That would be pretty cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
You know,
but
list like Xbox like controller or whatever, right?
okay, I don't want to self promo, but
Okay.
All right.
Self promo.
but
Self promo.
like speaking of like
No, go for it.
Vegas,
Go for it.
speaking of like Vegas Inferno,
Oh yeah.
so I actually have they have a controller sponsorship. It's called GameNetics,
Okay.
and they actually have their own.
Oh, that's cool,
Oh,
dude.
that's cool.
Oh, and
Yeah,
this
dude,
okay, the icon right there, logo.
it's a dope controller. Like imagine something like this for LS. Like this
Yeah.
would be dope.
That'd be really cool.
And I don't think
Yeah,
that was self promo because we've been talking about Inferno like
yeah,
nonstop. You're good. You're good, dude. I did have, and this is to both you, and this kind of puts me in the right path too. Because I think my situation, I wake up every day and I just send it, right? Like that's just where
yeah.
I'm at right now in life. But what do you guys want to see in the future more? I think for LS and for you guys personally too, as you in your streaming spaces? You know, what do you want to see yourself in the next 3 months? Because it's kind of crazy to think about January to now, Sin. Like, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And so much has happened from January to now, from our first interview together and where we're at now. An insane amount of things have happened.
One thing I
But
want to see for myself is probably like being verified within the next 3 months.
I like that.
it can happen. It
Yeah,
will happen.
that's
That's
something I want.
when we did our interview in January, we had talked about how I was on the grind for verified as well. And it was literally the very next month. It was the 2 days before my birthday.
Nice.
I had a podcast that I was doing, and we had everybody just sitting there, 200 plus people in chat. We're coming in from raids and from Little Bears community, and
That's cool.
we tweeted it out to staff, and Andrew just came in, just goes earned, and then there we go. It was verified, and it caught me off guard because I was in a different menu trying to like check like my sub count or something, and it like refreshed. The whole reaction of it was pretty cool. Yeah.
I love that.
So it will definitely it'll definitely happen for you, especially being a part of the Lurker Squad community and being a big part of it already with the shorter time that you've been in it.
Yeah.
You know, because like I haven't actually done this, but Cap and Fluff are a big part of how many accounts they've helped get verified, you know, and working towards, they also helped other community members get into KCIP. So knowing that that's your goal and all the efforts that you're putting into building LS up as a community, of course it's going to be reciprocated back to you, and we're going to be there to support you however we can to help you get those metrics and get your verification for sure.
Yeah. I appreciate that as well from all of you guys. I know, especially Cap. I love Cap. Like I've put him into like my morning routine where I just go into his chat.
He
Like,
just walks. He's just walking sex. He's just, oh my God.
Yeah. He's kind of like you know how people would act like, okay, we just woke up, we gotta put the news on, right? Like that's how I think of Cap, man. I'm like, oh, Cap's on, sick, have him on, have my coffee, digest for the day, you know, and just kind of hear him talk what have you, or him playing guitar or talking about music. It's good. It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
One thing I like
Cap
about
is
him
usually
is he talks a lot about mental health.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we did that. He was on the, I was just going to say Cap is like my morning routine. And then like during the school year, it's been different since summer's hit, but in the school year, Fluff is my afternoon, you know, my car ride audio. I'll hook him up to the Bluetooth. So it's playing through the car stereos, and my kids, like I'm driving to pick all three of them up, and they all go like, oh, Fluffy's on. And so it's like, they're so integrated. There's certain streamers that are so integrated to my day-to-day schedule that like my kids know about these people.
It's cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you know how like you guys all kind of have like your own role. Like what one person does this for LS, one does this. Like, you know.
Yeah.
One thing I would want to do is like do a monthly tournament.
That'd be really cool because we don't have somebody to do that. I think that'd be really good.
I know Greg can vouch for me. I know how to throw on a tournament.
Yeah, no, you do. And this is my advice, right? Because at first Hugs said, hey, we need to do, you know, this and that. And because of the experience, I was like, dude, just do it, right? Just action.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you know, maybe we should do like an inquiry form and what kind of games and this and that. I was like, no, that's just too much noise. You just tell people, hey, Friday show up or don't show up. And that's Hugs is just owning that. And I really appreciate Hugs. And for you, Eric, you have our support. You know, I think as even, you know, we have that staff role. You know, you'll have our backing no matter what. Because I even think stream team members are staff, right? Like we're just all very well connected on what we want to do. So
yeah,
when you say, hey, I want to do this, cool. All right, let's do it.
Dude,
I think we're all really supportive of each other's ideas too. And it's like, as long as you have the idea in your mind and you're willing to put in the work to it, like we're going to be there to back it up. Everybody is.
That I'd be down to do like every last Saturday of the month and a little LS tournament for the community.
Yeah.
Every final Saturday of the month. That'd be a fun time.
And we can encourage all of our other communities to pop in, and it could be a really big thing.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
I mean, if you guys are down, I'm down. Like, I'm always down a good tournament. It's fun.
I'd say
Yeah,
pick a game where it's pretty easy to do, or when it comes to time commitment on Saturdays, maybe this is what I used to do right back in Microsoft. It would be like a Fortnite tournament, and I'm just using Fortnite as an example, but you could do that whenever. Like they just put their 2 games in, and if they get the highest round, say they're 8th place, they get 3 points, they get like 5 kills, that's like 6 points. There's like metrics out there, right? But
yeah.
you could easily do something like that. It doesn't have to be Fortnite, but I'll just use that as an
Nah, it doesn't have
example.
to be
Even the
Fortnite.
simplest thing of like getting people together, if we did do a Fortnite, like doing like I used to do like kill races where it's like we would just sit there and see like who had the most kills, like as a team or like as individuals too. And those are always fun, just having that little competition of it.
Yeah.
There has to be rules though. There has to be rules like for GG
Fortnite-
Snap to stop stealing my kills.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy's a kill stealer. We all know that.
He is.
We all know that.
But the thing is, for Fortnite, don't you need like a certain amount of people to play?
Well, yeah, there's ways around it though. Like if we you can each go into like your own game if you're live streaming it and like just divvy up into teams or whatever.
Yeah.
We can just do like that. Or if we had enough people interested to go ahead and play like a custom game, we could do that too,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
We have
have
a
a code
creator
now.
code. Yeah, we have creator codes. I know Snap has his does
He
Lurker
switched-
Squad have an actual code or he
Yeah,
switched it?
Snap switched it to LurkerSquad, so we actually have
Okay.
a LurkerSquad creator code.
Okay,
Snap.
gotcha.
Yeah, but I'd be so down to do that every end of the month, just to like bring in new people, because I know a lot of the people are gonna come in just to win the prize pool. But I mean, there might be a couple people that come in and stay.
Oh yeah, well, and you notice
Yeah.
that like if we have a couple streamers and maybe even outside of our stream team just streaming the event, that's just huge. That just is big, right? That's just big marketing.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, say I'm bored, I go on Kick. Oh look, Fortnite or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, what's up with all these channels that say LurkerSquad, right? So
You know what we can do for the memes?
which one?
First team to beat Chain Together.
Oh my god, no.
Don't put me on a team with Greg and I'm down.
That might be
Like, we
good.
get-
Oh, that
like,
might
we
be
get-
good for like a team of 2 and
Like
see.
we got Sinn, Greg, Fluff, and Denny on one team.
Oh no, we're never doing anything.
No.
Denny,
Yeah, no.
we're dragging Denny.
Yeah, first of all, that. And second of all, I'm going to cry the entire time because of the way my daddy issues are set up and the way Greg is set
I
up.
would yell at Sin so much.
I would cry. I would rage quit my stream and sit in silence
It's so
and
funny.
have anxiety for the remainder of the night.
I do have a couple videos of me yelling at Fresh, but after I yelled at Fresh, I said, "Hey, I'm not yelling. I'm sorry. Are you crying? Don't cry. Please don't cry. I'm sorry." Like right
God,
after
it
having
is-
episode, dude.
Greg is so. Oh my God.
I'm
It's just-
passionate.
you
Yeah.
need help. You're
I
not,
know.
it's not passion.
well.
Okay.
I'm not well.
Okay.
I'm not well.
No, we know. Yeah, we know.
What about you though, Sen? I'm sorry. Goals,
Okay.
ambitions, inspirations, motivations, aspirations. Like what's the next?
Yeah.
What's the next move?
So I've been working on a lot of things outside of streaming. I've been working on focusing more on monetizing my podcasts, my businesses, helping other streamers, helping Lurker Squad. I have some pretty big trying to think how I can word it because like they're not announced yet. I have signed on with a few companies to do some managerial aspects.
Cool.
But I haven't announced yet because they haven't finished things, right? So but I'm still streaming, I'm still streaming, but I'm just working on other things outside of it too. Like we're looking at by the end of this year having like an actual studio for the podcast room. So I'll have like my setup for the podcast and
That's awesome.
then I have like my stream room at home or something. Like we're looking at it. We've also been looking at doing more in-person podcasts instead of through Discord, so I can actually fly people out here to do that. So those are some
That's
things
cool.
that are, yeah, it's crazy. Like we
Yeah.
did the Patreon. We got the Patreon set up. We have we've been doing more intimate kind of settings with my community where we've been binge watching movies like every single night for the last week. we're just hanging out in Discord doing after stream or late night Discord parties, and they all are. It's all content. It's all recorded too, to where it's posted on the Patreon for people to go ahead and watch it. So we're just looking at
Cool.
different avenues of what I can do to help grow the brand and my content. It's been pretty neat.
Yeah.
I had the the I had the podcast at Midwest Fest, where I have my own panel, and I've been in talks with other conventions and collaborations of companies to go ahead and travel out to them to do panels and segments and recording in studios and stuff. So
That's huge.
I have a lot of
That's
stuff
actually really
happening.
huge.
It is. I have a
Wow.
lot of things unraveling in the next few months that are like, when we take a look back at to like where we started, where we're at now, and what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, it's only been 6 months since my first podcast with LS. It's been almost an entire year for Sundays with Sin. It's one official year on Kick streaming, and it's only a year and a half into streaming in general.
You've done a lot.
And all this,
I applaud you.
It has been insane. And the craziest part is like, I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting started with it. And people know that, like, whenever I finally speak on something, that it's been in the works for a while and that it's finally ready to like release. And so it just goes to show that I've been doing this stuff for a few months now behind the scenes, that like I've been keeping secret, and it's been like killing me inside.
Oh, can you even,
It has been.
or have you, I don't know if you can even announce it, but any talks of like DreamHack Atlanta? Would I ever see you there? Maybe a panel there? Can you not announce anything? You're smiling. Okay, never mind. I don't have to say that.
I will say that I will be at DreamHack Atlanta.
Sick.
And I will be at Loot Fest.
Oh, cool.
I will be there.
Yeah,
I cannot speak any further on the matter.
Yeah,
but I will be there.
That means I gotta make it to DreamHack now.
I'm definitely
yes. It's not going to be just my picture this year, or this
yeah,
event.
right.
I will be there in person. I will be there. But that is the most that I can say right this second. But stay tuned. Watch it on socials or the community. Just pay attention. Hang out. Everything will be released soon. Very soon.
I do want to announce, and this is more onto Onfire's side. LurkerSquad is a very, I think, powerful org, man. I know he's trying to cook with DreamHack Atlanta as well, and hopefully do something that we all been doing. Which again, thank you to Sinn and anybody who's been using the website. Been trying to encourage listeners or new listeners to sign up, but kick tunes. I feel like with podcasts, I feel like with stream team events, I feel like Onfire and I on a side project of music. I mean, LurkerSquad, it just keeps cooking,
Yeah, we have a lot of very talented and passionate people.
Yeah, Denny had his own booth in Dallas. That was really cool. I got to hang out with him basically for 3 days.
What was cool about that? He was literally in the Kick booth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was insane.
What's not cool is the cursed image of me he created. That's not cool.
Yeah, you joined the
club. Everything
club.
else is super dope.
I just want to point out something Citril said. Greg was crying the entire time. I took a pic of him next to Sin's photo.
Oh, I wiped my tears on that one. Yeah. It's cool though. I hope you enjoyed that tweet. I was like, this is gonna be a good photo.
I did. Do you know what's so? Can I talk on that for a minute? Like, just for a quick little second. I was going through some really tough shit at the time that DreamHack was going down. Right. I had knew prior that I wasn't going to be able to make it, but it was getting really close to where it was like Negan and I were talking. He's like, you could just go in for like a day and just surprise everybody real quick. And we were going to make that happen. And I was going to message Bear the next day to let Bear of Twitch know that I was going to make a surprise appearance if my, creator pass wasn't able, whatever the case was, but I was still going to show up.
Yeah.
And we got the call that morning though about my father-in-law. And it really sucked. Sorry, it really sucked because we got the call about him, and then we're stressing about what we're gonna do. And so that weekend that I was going to make a guest appearance in Dallas, a surprise appearance.
Yeah.
You know, we had to change everything. Like everything just went up in flames. Basically, we had no idea what was going on at the time, and we had to go travel to North Carolina. And I was having a mix of emotions where I was like, you know, sad for Negan and my in-laws, my mother-in-law specifically. I was sad for my kids because at the time we didn't know if he was going to make it out of this.
Yeah.
And then the longer we stayed in North Carolina, we realized like he's not. And so having that going down, and then also realizing like I'm having emotions about my own father who isn't doing well. Well, he's doing well, but he has health complications.
Yeah.
And all
Kind of
these mixed
thinking
feelings.
yeah.
And then also like realizing, okay, what am I going to do the following weekend? I'm supposed to go to Midwest Fest. I have this huge opportunity. Like I can't miss out on this. And like dealing with that internal dilemma of, okay, this is my business though. And I have to I have to sit here and provide for my kids. You know, it's not like just some vacation. I was having really like mixed emotions of not being at DreamHack Dallas. And I was really like getting sad about it. And I felt selfish for feeling that way. And I confided in Negan in that, and he was comforting me. And he's like, you know, don't feel selfish. You know, this is an opportunity and you're missing it. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to feel that way.
He understands the
It was,
reality.
yeah, it was the coolest fucking thing ever to not only see you post that, but then I had like 4 or 5 other people post the pictures too or send it to me in DMs.
Aw.
And it was like, so many people were sitting there sending their pictures in of taking their picture with me on the wall or posting it on Twitter or DMing me or texting me. And they're like, you're here with us in spirit. We're thinking of you. Like,
Yeah.
it was really cool. It was really sweet. And especially a lot of LS members too, where it was just like, you know, you guys are you're my online family here. And it was just awesome to know that like behind the scenes, even like when we're not live, you know, like we're not putting on a front, and you guys we genuinely care about each other. That's fucking hilarious. Actually, that's like perfect timing.
We'll
I didn't
edit
mean
that.
to fucking cry, dude. It's like
No,
every
we
time
love you,
I
though.
fucking get on these podcasts, I'm such an emotional little bitch. I am.
And I'm gonna kind of throw it in your face too. It means a lot to me.
Oh,
I know
okay.
we all goof around, and I know I can be goofy. And I again, I'm not trying to put this up in the front. I just wake up, I do stuff, I keep going. You know,
Yeah.
burnout can be real. But your DMs are really nice to me, Sin. They hit me home. They course correct me. And I just get to go have fun.
I mean it.
Yeah.
I mean it. I know we all crack jokes too, and that's the thing is that like, you know, we went ahead when we were playing like Among Us the other night, and you were getting kind of like really anxious or whatever.
Passionate.
Fluff and I actually were passionate. Fluff and I were curious. We're just like, oh shit, like, did we like is Greg okay? Like, I feel like we were okay on the jokes because like we all joke around, but we have set those boundaries and limitations to the jokes that we make because at the end of the day, you really don't know what somebody is going through, and you don't know what is like pushing them over. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's a normal day-to-day banter, one day it could be where you're not having such a hot day and we do our normal day-to-day banter and that's just, you know, Greg's fucking sayonara for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, so I do like that we have those boundaries and we do check on each other. And sometimes when we're doing a bit, you know, especially me and Greg, when we're doing bits with each other, we always follow up after like, hey, we're good.
You're right.
You good? I love you.
Yeah.
Greg is allowed one I love you per a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't used it a lot. I've been kind of cultivating them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna like just spam me one day and just tell me every hour.
No, I think that's good because we talk about this a lot on the podcast too. And I mean, Eric and I, you know, I know you have my number. We communicate a lot through there too, but it's just all communication too, right? Like this whether you make it a hobby or it's a career or anything like that, we're all here to just have a kind of a good vibe, no pun intended, and just kind of keep it light. So communication is always the key.
It's kind of like something that Cap and I had talked about too, is that like as new members come in, like this is me and Eric's like first actual interaction with each other. We're constantly learning each other too. And that's something that Cap had said to me months ago, is that we're all just, even though we're friendly with each other and we meet each other and we play a few games, like every day, every time that we spend time together, whether it be through community game night or through Discord calls or through the chat or through each other's streams, we're still learning each other, and that's cool to me too. Cause it's like, I don't know, we're strengthening that bond, or we're really getting a feel for each other and learning new things and know each other's boundaries, establishing those boundaries. And it's a really, really like overall, just like a giant group of adults that are healthy for the most part, minus Greg's drinking.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, now that I learned that, you're gonna start getting those jokes too. Sorry, not sorry.
It's the Mexican in me,
See, that's a great way to kind of end the episode, because I brought a brown joke in the intro, and then he brought the brown joke at the end. That's great. Do you want to make one, Sinn?
I feel like if I were to make a brown joke, as you so put it, that even with that statement just now, I will be canceled, and I cancel myself enough almost on a daily basis in Denny's chat whenever I type in Queef Queen and it corrects the F to an R. So I can't tell you how many times my phone has sat there and did that. Or like, when you're typing it on your phone and it has like a correction of it, but you don't click it and then you hit send, but it automatically does it for you. Apple has it out for me. I'm actually writing a strong worded letter to the CEO, like as we speak.
It's pretty funny.
It's not.
If you put that in my chat, I'd be like, on Pride Month? Really, Sinn? On Pride Month?
Why do you think I haven't been in Denny's chats? I'm not doing that on Pride Month. Even though I am one, I don't like type it out there. You know what I mean? Because like, but anyway.
Well, I'd say, what do we think for that next episode? Eric, who would you like to see on this panel? Even to Sinn's point too, who would you like to see?
I say you guys do the newest member, Skrilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skrilla actually is gonna be doing another podcast too.
Yeah, get people to know Skrilla a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have some ideas of stuff. I have to pull that in with like staff and verify, because they're not actual members yet. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to be part of the stream team. I know we have a lot of community, I would say, streamers here, a lot of community fans. It doesn't even have to be a streamer. It could be a community member.
Yeah. I think a good episode would be a newer channel that has come on to Kick and been a part of the communities, and even here in chat today, would be Mosh Pit Mingle, actually. They I can't talk too much on their upcoming episode, like this coming week. They do have a special debut for a certain collaboration with a certain company that we all know and love.
Cool.
Those are the hints I'm going to throw out there. And I'll have to talk with Sinn. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, they're kind of spitting. They're kind of spitting.
But I think it'd be cool to talk, because it's two people. One of them which you know and love, the Tubsy, and then my friend Demonic Dad, and it's really cool the growth that they have made since joining, and it's really cool to see what we have projected with them. I kind of jumped on as, that's not one of the pages that I was managing that I was talking about earlier, but I've kind of jumped on as that in a sense, and like tried helping them with certain things where I'm like, hey, here's an idea. How do you feel about this? Hey, do this real quick for me. And there's some really good buddies of mine, and I think it'd be really cool to get them more acquainted with LS, because they are big fans of what we do out here. And they're really, really cool people, big advocates for mental health, big advocates for music. I think that'd be an interesting episode as well.
That'd be cool. I know they've been cooking on YouTube too, so picking their brain on the YouTube front.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
I think to kind of piggyback off of Eric, so I think it is a good idea to start interviewing more LS members, especially as we get new stream team members. I think it's good to have a podcast episode learning about them as well. So I do second that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
what would you like to see next, Greg?
Oh yeah, who would you like to see, Greg?
You know what? We teased it, and then I know for a lot of you guys, we've been kind of going through the ringer, a lot of us, and we were pretty inconsistent. But 17 episodes, I'll take it, right? But
yeah, we're gonna get more consistent with it too.
Yeah, we were talking Denny. I think it'd be cool to talk to Denny.
Oh Yes.
I think it's time that he can. He
I
has a
think you
lot.
and
He
Fluff
has a
should
lot
do
of
that
talking.
episode.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
I think that would be a
Yeah.
fluffy
Fluff,
feature.
Greg,
Yeah.
and Danny. Dude,
Because I'd
that
be
was
so
great.
happy to help you, obviously, because we've talked about
Yeah.
that and we've talked about doing the podcast together because that's my shtick as podcasts.
Yeah,
But I think it'd be a really, really good episode if it's you, Fluff, and Denny.
that would be a huge one.
It would. Yeah, absolutely.
And kind of teasing that too. And I'm not saying to take over this project. You know, obviously when Cap feels pretty good, he can get back on here. And then to my point, and this is to LS in here. If anybody wanted to own an episode without me and you wanted to do an interview with somebody, you guys are more than welcome to as well. I think now when we look at LS, I look at every individual, every creator that can take over or own something, right? Like this is just like a communal project. It's a community. At the end of the day, it's a community.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I would back down or anything, but we can. I kind of love these podcasts, these episodes, because they're always so different. Sometimes we'll have two guests.
Each one is
sometimes-
different.
Yeah. One time we had two mods. Well, a mod and a viewer, Boofin and Terry. I love changing the dynamic here on this podcast.
When are we gonna get Situals?
He's too shy. He's too shy.
Citrals is like the best mod, though.
I don't know.
The number one mod.
Toast is here. I mean,
Toast?
Terry's a good mod. Co-streamer. Sorry, co-streamer. Yeah, co-streamer on the stream team is Terry, really.
Yeah, as I say, she co-streams. Yeah.
She's more than a mod. Sorry. Yeah, she's definitely a co-streamer. And Boofin,
I get what you're saying, though.
I guess Boofin's a little co-streamer when he was in the States. But yeah, I think this was
Boofin.
Boofin's just Boofin. This was a killer episode. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you caught this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. We're at 75 subscribers. I think we have to hit 500 to maybe get monetized on the channel. Lately, my own channel I've been cooking, and I've been understanding more of the YouTube algorithms. Skrilla's going to help me with YouTube Shorts and TikTok and everything too on the side. I know Sin, you've been helping me as well, but I think I'm getting a pretty good basis down now on a lot of things. So expect more to see on the YouTube channel. We'll have weekly updates soon, guys. We'll have another weekly clips hopefully out by next week. And Eric, do you want to say any last words of wisdom or?
Make sure you guys go check us out on Kick. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Well, go on. No. Go on. What?
Nothing.